All right, so at this point, you should have, I'm just going to explain this a little bit. You should have your sketch that you're going to use as your starting point, and you can see what I did here. I just kind of finished it. It's not a perfect translation, but it's close, and that's all I really care about. Remember, this is just a starting point. It's the point of origin, and you can make some different decisions here. And again, this is going to go through so many stages that don't fall in love with what you have here yet. It's just the foundation, if you will. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things. If I were to demonstrate on here, I think you might get lost and confused with how small some of these rectangles are. So I'm just going to start with just a small sheet of paper. So I'm going to move my board. I'm going to bring in this guy here. I'm just going to line it up with that. There we go. So if you see here, I'm going to sit down. So right here is a cube rectangle in 3-point perspective. And the first thing you're going to learn is slicing, adding, and subtracting. So how do you slice something up? A couple ways you can do it. You can slice it evenly, which I'll show you how to do, or you can randomly slice it up. First I'm going to go with a random slice, and meaning that I'm just going to connect this ruler to the third vanishing point and just like make a couple random size slices, some small ones, some big ones. That to me is kind of a random slice. And I'm going to bring it over to the next side. Once it hits this corner here, and you want to transfer that line onto the bottom plane. So once it hits this corner, if you want, you can just put a little dot, and then you just connect that dot with the right vanishing point. So what do I do now? The reason I'm showing you this is I'm showing you some ways of manipulating this. So this is subtraction. I'm just going to subtract something. Sorry, my little eraser is giving me a problem. I'm going to subtract this real skinny part right here. And maybe I'll leave this in and I'll subtract this part here. So it's real simple to put these back in. If you look at this guy here, I'm just going to run it over to the right vanishing point right there. That finishes it. And if you look at this corner here, I'm going to bring that up to the third vanishing point, and it ends right here because it's behind the form. Same thing here. I'm just going to take this guy and run it to the right vanishing point. And I'm going to take this corner here. I'm going to run it to the top point there. So in a matter of minutes, I just took a simple, boring rectangle and made 3 rectangles varying in size and scale. Not really scale, but thicknesses. So that's kind of how you can slice something up randomly, and then you can subtract. Now let's talk about adding. Adding is a really simple thing. You can add something the same thickness. I can show you how to do that, but I'm going to do that on a separate sheet of paper because I'm going to show you how to slice something evenly as it goes back in space.